Welcome. I'm Father John, the pastor, and our youth minister Kelly, and we've produced this video to just help answer some questions you may have about the upcoming Sacrament of Confirmation.
We hope that this video explains well for you what our program here is trying to accomplish and what you can expect from the program as your child enters high school.
Confirmation is the completion of the Sacraments of Initiation. It is the completion of the gift of the Spirit that your child received at baptism. And in many ways, it's them affirming, so to speak, what they already received in baptism. That they accept this faith in Jesus Christ, they accept this Catholic Christian understanding of Christ, and that they are ready to live that out. It is not a graduation. It is simply an affirmation of what has already begun in baptism. And that is why we take the sacrament so seriously. Because the reality is, for many of our young people, this will be the last time that they have any formal education in the Catholic faith. And we think it's important that the young people understand not only the responsibility that is becoming theirs to live and practice and reflect their faith, but also what that faith means for them, to take their place in the church as a volunteer or as a lector or Eucharistic minister, as a catechist, to take seriously the responsibility they have to live out that faith. So we want to make sure that we take the time that the children are able to completely understand, comprehend, and ask any questions they may have as they take this important step in their faith journey.
Your children actually began preparation for confirmation in their religious education program through middle school. That's what's known as remote preparation, and that kind of gives them the foundation of the faith, the main teachings of the Catholic Church. When they enter preparation then for confirmation, it's known as their immediate preparation. So the focus is specifically on the Sacrament of Confirmation. There are 3 requirements here at St. Augustine and Ascension to begin the immediate preparation for confirmation. The first is that your child needs to be in high school, beginning freshman year if they are ready, or at any point during high school. The second is that they need to be a baptized Catholic, as well as have received the sacrament of the Eucharist. And then the third is that they need to have at least 1 year of religious education immediately prior to beginning preparation for confirmation. There's a lot with the confirmation program, and it's a very exciting year for them. And we want them to really be committed to the choice in preparing for the sacrament. If they are not ready to make that choice and to begin preparation, that's completely okay. We welcome them at any point in high school. We do encourage, if they're not ready to begin preparation, that they still continue their faith formation some way. We have lots of ways to do that here at St. Augustine and Ascension through Life Team, the high school youth program. Also through, we have a high school, more kind of formal small group religious education program as well.
Our biggest goal is to help them develop and strengthen their personal relationship with Jesus. Obviously, they need to know some facts, some history, what the church believes, all that's important. But this is really a time for the young people to blossom and to develop that relationship with the Lord in their heart. And some of the recent changes we've made in the program are to try to accomplish this. For instance, we've begun confirmation after Christmas in freshman year. We were getting a lot of feedback from the young people that with beginning high school and all the pressures and demands of high school and playing sports and clubs, that the fall was just too much. So usually by Christmas, they have a little better understanding of their schedule, the requirements, the responsibilities, and it seemed to be a better time where the young people were not feeling as stressed to do this. Also, we tried to stretch it out. The young people meet for group preparation twice a month on Tuesdays. So it's not every week. It doesn't hopefully interfere on a consistent basis with some of the commitments they have. We also tried to make it much less of a classroom experience where it's more of a group formation process. The young people gather together. It gives them an opportunity for discussion, for answering questions, for expressing questions. And the young people themselves expressed to us that this was a much more beneficial way for them, that they felt they were getting more out of it than simply sitting in a classroom and reading from a book. The program also has included a service component. Over the summer, your young adults will be asked to do some service hours, both in the public, in their family, and here in the parish, as a way of putting into practice their faith. And then they'll come back in the fall to do some work with their sponsors, to develop and deepen that relationship, to go on a retreat experience, to to help them step away from everyday life and all of its craziness to encounter the Lord, and then finally to celebrate the sacrament in the fall of their sophomore year. Usually in late August, early September, registration packets will come out. There'll be an orientation meeting in November so that you know what to expect prior to the beginning of the program in January. The bottom line is that we want our young people to feel deepened, to feel connected, and to feel truly enriched in their personal relationship with the Lord and also with the faith communities of St. Augustine and Ascension as they prepare to move into this very important and truly wonderful sacrament of confirmation.
We're both so happy to serve you and to be with you during this process, and we look forward to meeting you and your children come the fall.